Hello and welcome to the last part of the Billie Jean Iceberg tier list. This has been, well, I want to say a long time coming, but it's been a month, I think. Maybe a few weeks. I actually don't really know. Just probably a month, yeah. This is the last part, so this is part 6, I think. And it's going to be the last part, and we have tier 5, which I've named Forgotten. Now, when I say Forgotten, these shows are not really forgotten, right? But they're just never really talked about. People never really talk about these shows. That's basically what I think. And sometimes I even forget they exist. So you get it. Starting off, we have Madrid on August 7th, 1988. I almost put this in the previous tier, but I put it here because it's one of the newer ones we have. And it's in lower quality, so people don't really talk about it, I guess. But either way, this performance is actually one of my favorites from the Bad tour. I really like the vocals here, and overall, I actually really like the Madrid show. Like from the other songs we have pro of, I actually really like it. And Billie Jean we have audio of, and I really like this as well. There are some reporters or some people on the radio talking over it, which for some reason, again, just like the Brazilian one, it's kind of funny to me. I don't know why, but I like the performance. I like the vocals a lot, actually. During the pre-chorus, he sings, "Ha," it's pretty interesting. It sounds good, sounds unique, honestly. I like this one. I'm putting it in C tier. Now we have Buenos Aires on October 10th, 1983. Now this one is talked about rarely, like really rarely. I never hear anyone talk about this one. There's like a rumor like going around that he didn't throw his hat at the end. Like when doing the breakdown, he was supposed to throw his hat, but he actually, he didn't throw it. I think he just pushed it off his head or something by accident. There's that rumor, which is interesting to think about. We only have audio of this leaked. I like the vocals here, but there's not really anything to determine that it's better than Buenos Aires October 12th, the one we have pro of. I think I'd have to see the full performance or hear the full performance. But from what I can hear, it sounds good, but equally as good as the previous show because the main vocals here are, we don't have much of it, and they sound kind of as good as the previous show, but like maybe a bit better. I'm not sure. The ad-libs are more interesting on October 12th, but again, we don't have the same parts, so it's kind of hard to make out. So for now, I'm just putting it in C tier. Now we have Tokyo on December 20th, 1996. We only have Billie Jean of this one leaked. I leaked it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I leaked it. I like the Billie Jean performance here. I like the vocals. He sings really rare stuff, like really unique stuff. And his vocals here are iffy, like, they could be better. I think the first Tokyo show has overall better vocals in terms of quality, but here do more interesting vocals. I like this one a lot. The quality is great too, like it sounds very punchy, I really like it. But I'm gonna have to see it, so I'm just putting it in C tier, because it might have really interesting vocals, but, they don't sound that good in terms of vocal quality, so it's in C tier. Now we have Adelaide on November 26, 1996. This is also just mainly audio, though we have like a snippet of like the main choreography. I think it's either the breakdown or it's the intro of the song. We have like a really short snippet. And this might actually be the worst vocals of Billie Jean, to be honest. Like they sound horrible, in my opinion. Like he does not sound good, but and the quality is also really just trash with the recording. But for some reason, I like it. For some fucking reason. Like, I don't know why, but it appeals to me. Either way, objectively speaking, this vocal performance is ass. I'm putting it in F tier because it's just straight up ass. Like, might be the worst, or at least one of the worst vocal performances of this song. So, F tier. Now we have Yokohama on September 25th, 1998. 1987, yeah. We have like some footage from the breakdown here, and that's about it, I think. There's not that much to determine other than it kind of just seems like a standard 1987 performance, at least in terms of the breakdown. I almost would have put this in non-applicable, but I feel like there is enough to, make an opinion of it, and I just think it's standard, so I'm putting it in C tier. Then we have Hamburg on July 1st, 1988. And now this one, there's not enough to determine, in my opinion. We only have like short snippets of the breakdown. There's some cool stuff here, but like It's not enough for me to determine, to be honest. So I want to see more, I want to hear more. So for now, I'm putting it in the non-applicable. I have New York City on March 6, 1988. This is the really low quality recording, and I forget this exists every fucking time. Like when I go to MJ Live and Rest channel to watch some Bad Tour stuff, I like, oh yeah, right, oh yeah, this show exists. I forgot. Yeah, I don't have much to say, to be honest. Like it's just standard from the Bad Tour, I would say. You know, there's nothing really appealing about it other than its venue, I suppose, or that it's an early show, I guess. But you know, for me, it doesn't really appeal to me, so I'm just putting it in C tier. It's pretty standard. Now we have an unknown snippet from 1992 of Michael moonwalking during Billie Jean. This wasn't included in like some English documentary, I think. So it kind of makes me think that this snippet is from like the UK, probably Cardiff or maybe even Wembley. You know, the hairstyle matches Wembley, and I think Cardiff maybe, but it matches Wembley for sure because he has a ponytail and he has a lot of hair under his right side of his face, which matches like both July shows, July 30th and 31st. So it could be either one, and I can't determine anything from this because, you know, it's just 2 seconds of him moonwalking. So what the fuck am I supposed to determine from that? I'm putting it in non-applicable. And now we have the other snippet where it's also just Michael moonwalking during 1992, and there's nothing to determine here. We can't even determine the show because it's just his footwork. We see it from an odd angle actually. So again, I can't determine anything. I don't even know where this is from, so I'm putting it in non-applicable. Now we have a Tokyo rehearsal on December 11th, 1992. We only have a snippet of the breakdown here of audio, so I can't determine anything other than I like the drums, I guess, but they just sound like, you know, any other Tokyo 1992 performance. So yeah, I'm putting it in non-applicable. I won't be able to say a lot on a bunch of things from this tier, by the way, if that wasn't obvious, but whatever, let's continue. Then we have some early history tour rehearsals by Jonathan Moffat. It's like a snippet he put on his Instagram of audio, just banned. So I don't even know if Michael was here on stage. He probably was, to be honest, but I don't know. Putting it in non-applicable, it sounds good, but I can't determine anything Michael related. So now we have Gothenburg on June 12th, 1988. This is just a snippet of the crowd, and then you can hear Michael in the background because, you know, it's just audio with snippet of not him. Well, I guess there's like a snippet of him throwing the hat, but I cannot determine anything because it's hard to hear him and there's just so little of it. So I'm gonna have to put this in non-applicable, unfortunately. Manila, December 8th, 1996. We have short snippets of this, really low quality. Some of it is okay quality. From what I can determine, his vocals seem to be better than the second show. And his dancing, I don't know. He does a toe stand, he does a moonwalk, and he does a cool combo, I guess. That's all we can determine, really. So I'm putting it in C tier. It seems like a standard one so far, you know. Probably if I see more of it, I'm probably putting it higher because the second Manila show is really good. So I don't think this one would be any different, but I'd have to see it. Then we have Basel on June 6th, 1988. This is again just an audio snippet, so I cannot determine anything really. I want to, but I can't, so I'm gonna have to put this in non-applicable again. Lausanne, June 20th, 1997, the history tour show. This one is really interesting to me. Like, it's like the middle ground. It's like it's after Milan, and Milan is better for sure. It's way better, but it's before Luxembourg or Bettembourg, and I really want to see that show. So I guess this is kind of its predecessor. So I'm guessing Bettembourg is similar to this one. I don't know though, but whatever. I like this one a lot. I think it's better than some other 1997 shows. I like that he adjusted James Brown's shuffle. His vocals sound good too, they sound loud, which is real nice. And he does some cool combos too. Overall, this performance just has a cool vibe to it. I don't know what it is, I just really like it, to be honest. And the breakdown is also really long, and he does some cool robotics there. So honestly, yeah, I'm putting it in B tier. We have Auburn Hills, 1988, probably October 26th maybe? I don't know. It's kind of a mystery show of the Bad Tour because it was mislabeled a long time, I think. This is C tier. I don't think there's anything really notable about this. It just sounds standard to me. So yeah, I'm putting it in C tier. Chicago on October 12th, 1984. We have snippets of this. So like, at least this time I can determine something from the snippets because we have... And it actually sounds good and looks good. But still standard victory tour. Like... Probably better than Toronto, to be honest. I don't really know what to say because I would like to hear it, the full performance, or at least see the full performance, obviously. But for now, I'm just putting it in C tier because it looks like standard victory tour to me. So Damn, July 1st, 1992. I almost put this in lesser known, but I rarely ever hear anyone talking about this one, so therefore it's forgotten. And this one is actually good, but I feel like it's really lacking with like the amount of vocals. And he skips out on a lot of vocals in my opinion. Like he just sings the main song, but there's not a lot of ad-libs at all. So it's kind of boring to be honest. So I'm putting it in C tier. I really want to hear the first show on June 30th. I really want to hear that. Maybe it's similar to Munich, because that would mean there's more ad-libs. But like yeah, July 1st doesn't have a lot of ad-libs, doesn't have a lot going for it to be honest. So I'm putting it in C tier. And now we have Los Angeles, September 8th, 1992. And this one is iffy, because there's a guy who's recording it that's singing throughout the entire song, the entire show actually. Every song is just him singing over Michael, so you can barely hear him. So maybe I should actually just rate this guy singing instead.
I am no one.
Yeah, okay. This guy singing is, it's not very pleasant. But it could be worse. I'm putting it in D tier. No. Putting it in E tier, yeah. His singing. Like, the performance itself, what I can hear, sounds similar to Toulouse, because there's an interesting ad-lib similar to that, which sounds really, really good. I think that sounds amazing. And he also does an owl here, which is awesome. I love that shit. I love that. But I cannot hear the rest of his vocals because this fucking guy is just singing over it. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, if you're gonna record Michael, why the fuck would you sing over it? Like, what's the point then? You wanna record it so you can watch it again, so you only can hear yourself sing? Like, I don't record a fucking show I go to hear myself sing. No, I record a show I go to hear the performer sing that I came to see so I can hear it again and again and again. But no, this fucking idiot recorded himself singing. What the fuck? I don't understand. Also, no, sorry for calling me an idiot, but like, come on, man, what the fuck? I'm putting it in C tier. Then we have Singapore, September 1st, 1993, and I actually really like this one. It has more vocals than the first Singapore show, but I feel like the main vocals are then lower in quality, worse than the first show, but there are more vocals here and really loud vocals. Like, there's one of the best hee-hees here, like, ever. Now just listen to this. I think that sounds fucking fantastic. And also, there is a real instrumental fail here, like before the first pre-chorus. Like, there's some issues there, I'll just show you. I don't know what happened there, but it sounds bad, obviously. And also the keys are kind of interesting here. I think it's Isaiah's keys maybe? Because like, during the second verse, like the swells are the backing pop ooze sounds, if that makes sense. Like, they're the backing sounds for the you know that? But that's the sound, but doing the normal swells, the doom, 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 right? But here, it's the doom, you know that one. Why the fuck am I trying to explain it? I'll just show it. Like, I think this is the only performance where that happens. Maybe it happens in like Taipei as well, because we don't know, we haven't heard those performances yet. So I'm really intrigued by that. But overall, this performance is actually quite interesting, and I really like it, especially the instrumentation. It sounds so damn good. I'm putting it in B tier. Then we have East Rutherford, July 29th, 1984. And to me, this is once again just another standard victory performance. I would love to see this. It would probably be higher. But for now, I'm just putting it in C tier. I don't feel like there's anything really notable here. So yeah, C tier. Then we have Tokyo, December 17th, 1996. I feel like this is probably the least interesting Tokyo show from 1996 that we have. It doesn't really have anything interesting going for it. Though there's like one thing, and that's like there's some missing playback vocals for some reason. It's probably just a house mix though, but it sounds interesting because like the do thing, try, like there's missing one of them. Yeah, so that added vocal is missing, which makes that segment seem kind of lackluster, but it's interesting nonetheless. And the vocals here are alright, though again, nothing interesting. But he sounds good for sure, but I feel like it's just standard in terms of like history tour sound. If I saw it, I would probably love it, to be honest, because Tokyo shows so far seem to be really fucking interesting. So yeah, I'm putting it in C tier. Then we have Valladolid on September 6, 1997. The vocals here are quite good. Like, this is the same as Austin, and Austin is really visually boring. So I don't see why this one would be different. And the vocals aren't that interesting either. Like, they sound good, but like most 1997 shows are good. So we even have like a snippet of the breakdown that's like 2 seconds. And that just seems like standard 1997, so, or August 1997, even though this is September, there's the same style. So I'm putting it in D tier because it's really fucking boring, to be honest. It's maybe the least boring of the boring ones, but it's still really boring. So yeah, D tier. Now we have the 30th anniversary, September 6th rehearsal, 2001. I can't really determine anything here because we only have rehearsals before the actual song. Maybe the full song gets leaked sometime. I would fucking hope the rehearsal of this show gets leaked because it's honestly probably better than the actual show. Like, I see that being a possibility. But for now, I'm putting it in non-applicable. Now we have Nice in, France on July 27th, 1997. That was weird for me to say for some reason. This one is pretty nice. It seems pretty standard, though I really want to see the visual performance of this one, because this is the show of the Basil, and Basil is really visually appealing. And this one sounds better than Basil, so imagine if it has the same performance visually as, or better than Basil, then this one is better than Basil, because the vocals are way better here. His house is actually good here compared to Basil, so I am really interested to see this. But for now, I'm gonna have to put it in C tier, because the audio of it doesn't have much going for it. So, other than him sounding good, of course. Now we have an unknown snippet, like that's the 3 seconds or something. And it's either of Billie Jean or Shake Your Body doing the Victory Tour. And I don't know which one it is. And either way, if it's Billie Jean, I can't determine anything here. There's not, like, you see him and he's about to spin. So there's nothing interesting about it. So I'm gonna have to put it in non-applicable, but I have to mention it, of course. This is it, June 3rd, 2009. This is just audio and amateur audio actually of Michael rehearsing. Though actually I don't know if Michael's on stage here. I don't know. I don't think he is, because it's just playback. So I'm gonna have to put this non-applicable because I cannot determine anything here, because even if Michael's not on stage, then it doesn't count. So yeah, non-applicable. Glasgow on August 18th, 1992. I don't see anyone ever talking about this one. Like, never. I don't know why. The performance is good, it's standard, but like it's kind of high quality and still nobody's talking about it, so what the fuck. Either way, the performance is C tier because it is standard, but maybe I should upload. Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna upload this performance soon. I'm gonna do that. And now I have Lyon. It's in France on June 25th, 1997, and the funny thing is, we don't have this fucking performance. We don't have it. We do not have this one. It's a lie. Alright? The amateur recording of this one is just a low quality version of the June 27th tape. Alright? The Billie Jean performance anyway. The whole show might actually be Lyon. I don't know. But the Billie Jean performance is definitely Paris, June 27th. So, we don't have this fucking show, man. And that actually brings me to the end of this tier, though I have some honorable mentions. For example, we have the HBO One Night Only rehearsal where Michael's rehearsing Billie Jean. We have like a picture of it. So again, obviously I can't fucking determine anything, so I'm not putting this on the tier list or anything. But I thought it was interesting to include, because I actually didn't know he was supposed to perform Billie Jean in this show. So thanks to Vin in the Discord server for sending it to me, or sending it in the Discord server. Yeah, I can't determine anything honestly, but still it's cool to have this. We also have pictures of shows we don't have. Like, we have a Vienna 1992 picture, we have a Mexico 1992 picture, actually we have multiple of it. We also have a Mumbai 1996 picture, and we have a Tokyo December 24th 1992 picture, and we have Honolulu, Hawaii, whatever the fuck you say, I don't know, okay. We have a picture of this performance, we don't have that either. Yeah, we can't determine anything from these photos, of course, but it's still worth mentioning that we do have something from these performances, even though it's just pictures. So of course I can't put it on a tier list, but still, it's worth mentioning. But yeah, with that said, like, that's the end of the iceberg and tier list. We've gotten to the end. This was really interesting for me to make, because I really like watching iceberg videos myself, or watching tier list videos myself. And I haven't really seen anyone do it with like Michael, so I figured, why the fuck not do it myself, right? Though I don't think I'm gonna do iceberg videos anymore, because I don't feel like it kind of benefits this series. I don't feel like it's interesting enough, the whole known to forgotten. I don't think that's interesting enough. At least not with Michael's performances. So from now on, I think I'm just gonna do tier lists instead. I think that'd be better, just overall, for something that's actually worth your time. So yeah, next up is just a tier list. I think it's a Blood and the Dance Floor performance tier list actually that I'm making. Yeah, I want to make that. That could also just be one video. I think that's just gonna be one big video. Either way, next up I'm gonna do with this series is probably make it one big ass video, like every part of this Iceberg series, make it one big fucking video for you, without like intros and stuff. But yeah, with that said, we're done here with the series. So thank you so much for watching it, and I really hope you enjoyed it, and I love you. Thank you so much, and yeah, see ya.